So you get all of these people who supposedly track Bitcoin. And this article right here coming from Cointelegraph is trying to get everyone's perception of what they think Bitcoin is about to do. Some think Bitcoin is about to go lower, around 34,000 to 30,000 range. You got other people being more optimistic and saying that Bitcoin is just getting started and that the market is going to shoot higher in price. What's the point when you have varying opinions of everyone trying to view the value of Bitcoin? When all you have to do is just simply pay attention to the price chart. That's what we're going to do today. But first, we're going to look at these analysts' opinions, or these people and their thoughts about where Bitcoin is about to go next. So you guys can see Bitcoin traders target $30,000 to $34,000 price zone due to bearish Bitcoin chart patterns. All right, so let's go to this first one. So you guys got here the first analyst who turned bearish on Bitcoin, Bob Loukas. Bitcoin's recent price action has led many investors to question whether the rally to $49,000 was the top for the bull market. According to veteran trader Bob Loukas, Bitcoin's weekly cycle chart suggests that the price has topped. Okay. The damage has done. This is what he tweeted on X. Weekly cycle topped. Mid-February, best case for lows, in my opinion, if it's a price route. March is best cycle timing for low. Good to see some fear build up over time. The idea that a Bitcoin week 13 cycle top seems more than reasonable now. I mean, it's been a pretty great run for a while, but while the $40,000 holds, there is hope for one more surge. Either way, it would be healthy to see this chop around into a late March low. What in the world is he talking about? He shows us a chart here, and I guess he's perceiving that the market in Bitcoin is going to hit in this square area. Now you have 1.8 thousand people like the tweet. Will he be right? How many followers does he have? Let's try to see. So he has 255,000 followers. He's a position trader, investor, and his world revolves around cycles. But the crystal ball is often wrong too. Wait, hold up. And this man has 255,000 followers. And his crystal ball is often wrong too. Let's get to the next person. Peter Brandt. He spotted Bitcoin trading below the $40,000 mark, saying that the price had completed a right angle broadening triangle negated above $42,400, confirming a bearish breakout. All of this technical jargon, literally to me, is just asinine that people make it so complicated and yet try to make them seem so smart as an expert in what they're talking about. A completed right angle broadening triangle. Could he not just say a descending triangle? Why does he have to say right angle broadening triangle negated? According to the chart, Brandt shared his January 22nd post on X. The price target for bears is around $34,700. That is where he's looking for price to go in Bitcoin. General rule. Now this is what he tweeted. Weekly chart more reliable than the daily chart. Daily chart more reliable than the intraday chart. Chart patterns fail more often than they work. Bitcoin has completed a right angle broadening triangle negated above $42,400. Okay, cool. Chart patterns fail more often than they work. But yet and still, he's giving you his perception as to what Bitcoin is about to do. Why are they always trying to toe the line? Why could he not just say, I'm expecting, it is my idea that I think Bitcoin is about to go lower, but hey, let me throw this in there just in case I am not right. Because chart patterns are often wrong too. Just like the other individual, Bob Loukas. He, even in his Twitter profile, he stated that his crystal ball is often wrong too. Despite the ongoing correction, other analysts remain optimistic about Bitcoin's upside. You have Juran Timmer, director of global macro at Fidelity Investments, is not worried about Bitcoin's crash. This article is trying to insinuate that Bitcoin has crashed. I don't think Bitcoin crashed once you look at the price chart. But anyway, this is what Mr. Teamer has written for Fidelity Investments. In my view, the price of Bitcoin is driven by the size and growth of its network, which in turn is driven by its scarcity features, stock to flow, and real rates, the Fed policy. As the chart shows, Bitcoin's network is growing in line with a standard power regressive curve. That means that the S-curve nature of Bitcoin network remains on track, simply meaning that as time goes on, Bitcoin is getting more usage. Bitcoin is bringing on more people, more AI, if they want to trade and utilize Bitcoin off this curve. This is the adoption of Bitcoin. And to him, Jurin, as long as the adoption continues to trend higher, price will follow. He's not worried about Bitcoin going down in the short term. Then you have Ali. Adding to this positive outlook, independent analyst Ali says, quote, "This might be a temporary setback before the continuation of the upward trend after observing the repetition of a historical sentiment cycle where Bitcoin experiences a brief phase of anxiety marked by a price correction." So here's his tweet. And he has another chart. So again, Cointelegraph is trying to place all of these people's analysis of Bitcoin and what they think. Two are expecting price to go down. We got the other two looking for the price to continue to remain bullish. And they all view things totally different. They all grab their information from somewhere else. Some utilize chart patterns. Others utilize Bitcoin adoption curve. You can see right here, Ali is using sentiment. But this, which in my particular situation, there's nothing wrong with that. But why not just focus on the whole market as a whole? Why not just look at Bitcoin's chart to see how the overall market thinks? Because we just cannot get our thesis off of what 4 people think. I think it's more important to see what the overall market thinks, which is why I show you all the price chart only. So let's go ahead and look at this Bitcoin chart. So you can see here, off of my last video in Bitcoin, I expected the market to go higher, right? And we also spoke on these particular sell zones in Bitcoin. So the price prediction was produced on January the 10th. Market in Bitcoin topped out at our first sell zone. I told you that that's one of our targets. Now, unfortunately, it didn't have enough momentum to continue to go up to the second sell zone around $51,000. Instead, price has significantly came down. So what does it mean from the chart's perspective? Well, the majority of the market is not bullish right now. Okay. It's not bullish right now. But however, we can go ahead and get rid of this price prediction here. The market in Bitcoin hit our first target, 4% there. If you were to get out the market now in Bitcoin, 13.84%. Okay. So now check this out. The market in Bitcoin also did not maintain this first level buy zone, meaning buyers didn't show up. Let it go. However, next thing, the buyers for a small spat of time did hold this second buy zone, but soon after, they left the market. Time to get rid of it. Then you have this third buy zone, which we identified into the market in Bitcoin, and they came and supported Bitcoin's price for 2 days, maybe 4 days, January 18th all the way until the 22nd of January when they broke. That tells you that buyers left the market. Okay, so now price also in Bitcoin is breaking this slight trend that the market started back in October. Time to get rid of it. So let's look at Bitcoin on a 2-day time frame then. The last 2-day price bar in Bitcoin, you guys can see here that we got an indicator weakness. This goes in combination with this weakness bar. Okay. So yes, we need to determine where in the world is the buyers now. To me, I think the buyers is going to come in around here. I think that's going to be the initial first stage as to where those buyers are going to show up. Take a look at Bitcoin on a weekly chart. This market here in Bitcoin definitely is weak. this up fake bar that was produced on the weekly time frame of January the 8th starting. Here it is on the 2 weeks. Look at how weak that 2 weekly price bar looks. Here it is on the 3. I think the longer term you see the charts, the cleaner you can see how price is definitely weak in Bitcoin. Here it is on the 5. Okay, so we're gonna look at this on the monthly chart, and then we're gonna try to determine where are the buy zones. Okay, so that's the monthly time frame. So now let's look at this on the 330-minute chart real quick. And we're gonna try to push it back to this area here to see, okay, where are those buyers? And I can see that the buy zone into the market in Bitcoin could be right around here. That's a buy zone for Bitcoin. And I would say here's another buy zone for Bitcoin. No, I like this area right here. And then let's see if we could get one more out of the market. So these are my targets. Okay, so I am in a camp with Bob Loukas and Peter Brandt right now. I do see how price currently is weak into the market in Bitcoin, and we're going to expect that weakness to continue as long as this sell zone is not breached to the upside. This is a sell zone right there, meaning that once Bitcoin's price attempts and trades around this level of 43,700, 44,000, if I don't see weakness hit the market, then I'm looking for price to begin to go higher. If I do see weakness and selling increase here, then I know that our idea is still valid. Okay, so let me go ahead and put this on the chart. And here's our first target right there. That first buy zone, 37,463, in and around that. Second target is going to be our second buy zone, either the high or the low. And that is 12.88%. I might just keep it there. I'm gonna hold that third buy zone there, but I'm not gonna put that as a target. So that's it. We'll hold it there. Go ahead and give me your thoughts. Make sure you maintain the profitability. And as always, trade different.